Hey, Ottawa and Jackson BLiC crew. We have a new module. It's this one right down here. It's making connections, and some of you are well into this, but just wanted to go over some of the expectations and what to expect from some of the different assignments here. Now, just to remind you that if you want to stay up are caught up, you need to have this finished up by November 14th. And as another reminder, we need to have every single thing done by December 20th. So we're looking at 5 weeks. You guys have done an awesome job, and I've really enjoyed going over some of the things. Just know that the end is set in stone. We have to have all of that taken care of. So yeah, just a little reminder on that. But for this module, the idea of making connections, the whole idea is about how to build a learning community and what tools are available for you to do that. Now, I want you to think about the worst online experience that you have ever had. Now, I've had a few really bad online classes and some really good ones as well. But just to be a little negative right now, because this is what we want to avoid, think about that experience. What made that bad? I know, at least in my experience, the bad online classes that I had, there was very limited interaction, whether it's with the teacher or with other students. I saw very little relevance to what that had to do with my classroom or what I was trying to learn. And there was also very little support. So in this module, we want to talk about kind of avoiding those. Now, remember, the idea with blended isn't that you're teaching all online. The idea is that certain things of your classroom are done online and certain things are done face-to-face. So how can we use those different scenarios of face-to-face time and online time to be able to kind of not only meet the needs of our students, but also do things that we normally couldn't have done in the past. So what I want to do is just go through these, and remember, right up here in the BLiC handbook, Bob made this, and he did, I keep saying this, just an awesome job. So if you take a look here at Module 5, the Making Connections, it goes through all of the stuff. So the very first thing that you're going to do is a lesson on what's called what is community. Now, there's a lot of great information in here, but here's the nice thing, is that there's no essay at the very end. So go through that, take the time to read it, because it's really going to set the stage for everything else. But just know that you don't have to worry about writing anything down after that. So after you've gone through and thought a little bit about what is a community, the next one is this forum on creating a collaborative community. Now, this is going to be really helpful, because what we're going to ask you to do is to go in here and post just some different methods that you have for getting students engaged. What is it that you can do to get kids interacting with the content as well as interacting with other students? But also talk a little bit about what the teacher's role in kind of moderating all of that is, and how this could help your students out to do things where they might have struggled in a face-to-face environment. So that's the first kind of assignment that you're going to do. And then what we also want to do, and this is the important part, is just go back and comment on what others have talked about, things that resonate with you, other ideas, things of that nature. The next assignment after that is this activity brainstorming, and these are the kind of things that I enjoy most and where I learn most from you guys. What we want you to do here is to kind of move beyond the icebreakers. That's in one of the other assignments that we're going to do here, but move beyond like the opening day icebreaker and share 3 different ways that you can build connections with your students. Different activities that you can do, whether it's face-to-face or whether it's online. But just give us some examples. Now, each one of those needs to be its own separate post. So, and the details for what you need to include are there. But once again, afterwards, we really want you to kind of go back and see what other people have done. So go and comment on some of the ideas that other people have posted. So after we do that activity brainstorm, then we want you to go in here and to this other wiki assignment of designing an online discussion. And like I said, some of you have already done this, and I am just blown away by the detail that you are including in here. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to design or to create a prompt of some sort, whatever you would use in your classroom, and use something that would get your kids or your students kind of interacting with not just the content, but also with each other. Like I said, I've been really impressed with some of the ones that have already been posted. But once again, after you've put yours in, make sure you go back and give some feedback to at least 2 other people who have posted things. And kind of go at it with the attitude of, okay, well, this is something that they're doing in this class, but I could tweak it to work in mine this way. So I know you're going to get a lot of good ideas from that, but after you do that, here's where we go back. Remember how I told you we wanted to move beyond the icebreaker? Well, we're going to go back to the icebreaker here. What we want you to do is share one idea about a simple icebreaker, something that you could do to get kids interacting and kind of a get to know them sort of assignment. Typically the thing that you do like a first day of class. Share those ideas, and as always, go back and comment on what some other people have done. And then you get in here and we want to see your plan. Now this, once again, this is that ongoing format that you've been doing for every module, just the different kind of goals that you have, the little things that you're doing to create this blended environment in your classroom. Now, something to understand with this planning is that you don't need to have the same goal at the beginning that you do at the end. Things change, things modify, and that's okay. What we want to do is be able to read those things and figure out how we can help you do that. So make sure that you post that that blended learning plan so that we can go over that. And then last of all, the reflection. Now, this is one of my favorite parts, is getting to see what you're thinking, what you're going through. And here's something that I just want to remind you of. This doesn't have to be all positive. It's okay to vent. It's okay to talk about what's not working. It's okay to talk about things that you think may not apply to your classroom. You're not getting a grade on this, so don't feel like you have to say all the right things and that you're going to hurt me and Bob's feelings if you say something negative. Because actually, getting to hear the honest struggles that people are going through has been really helpful in knowing how to kind of tweak some of the feedback that we give. Well, gang, that is just a very brief overview of the stuff that's going on in this module. Around the 14th of November, we're going to be starting up the next one. But the nice thing is that this isn't quite as intense as some other ones. So please fly through this, get everything done so we can get everybody caught up. And as always, if you have any questions, let us know. Be more than happy to do a Google Hangout and kind of do some open office hours to help you guys out. Hope everything's going well. Keep in touch.